Hello, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Hope everyone's doing well on this Saturday night. We saw 3 games of football today. We saw the Dragons beat the Titans 20 points to 8. We saw the Tigers beat the Cowboys 36 points to 20. And we just saw the Roosters beat the Eels 24 points to 10. We saw some good games. We saw some shit games. Hope everyone had a great day. Hope everyone enjoyed Super Saturday. I hope your team got up. If your team didn't get up, then you're probably going to put your head on the pillow tonight thinking what could have been. But I know I'm thinking about that at the moment because fucking Cowboys. But we'll talk about that very soon. But I want to go back to the first game. Excuse me, which was a fucking bludger of a game. The Dragons beat the Titans 20 points to 8. Jesus Christ, this game was so shit. I did not enjoy this game at all. It is so hard to come up with a standout player because it was such a strange game. I thought Zach Lomax was really good for St. George. Probably best on ground, to be fair, along with Paul Vaughan. Maybe Trent Merrin. There wasn't really a standout. I mean, completion rates were fairly good. The Gold Coast completed 78%. St. George at 73%. What are the errors? Dragons 12 errors, Titans 10. 4-3 penalty count to the Gold Coast. How many missed tackles? 17 missed tackles from the Gold Coast. So, the Gold Coast weren't shit or anything, but it's just defensively they're not really good. I thought Ash Taylor had a really bad game again. He's been good the last couple of rounds, but I thought today he was a bit off. I thought Corey Thompson had a fair game for the Gold Coast. As for the Dragons, like I said before, I thought Zach Lomax and Paul Vaughan were outstanding. Blake Laurie came good off the bench. Pereira had a fair game. Paul Ravalawa bombed about 4 tries in the corner, made a few errors. Paul McGregor was up on the commentary box going off his nut. Had the walkie-talkie, he was losing it. Feel sorry for the bloke that had to deal with his... I feel sorry for the bloke who had to deal with it on the sideline, getting the message. So that would have been frustrating. Look, I thought the Gold Coast, some of the forwards were okay. Arrow 132 metres. There's a young guy named, I don't know how to pronounce it, Jolofi, 173 metres. Fodawaker, 186. The Dragons were mine. Blake Laurie off the bench was so good. Trent Merrin did a great job, tighten up the ruck. Paul Vaughan, Lomax, yeah, I thought it was an average game. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I give the Gold Coast performance a 4 out of 10. I thought they were okay. I give the Dragons performance probably a 6 out of 10. They weren't special. I don't think anyone was special in this game. My best 3 on ground. Number 3, I'm going to go with Jordan Pereira. Number 2, I'm going to go with Paul Vaughan. And number 1, my man of the match, I'm going to give it to Zach Lomax. I predicted it in my tipping video, and I thought Zach Lomax had a good game. So, yeah, that's my opinion on that one. Let's talk about this next one here, which I'm going to go on a rant about this one. Tigers 36, Cowboys 20. North Queensland Cowboys. What the fuck was that? That was an absolute embarrassment in my opinion. I can't believe it was 34-0 at halftime. Now, as you would have saw in the live stream, I did a live stream to this game, Tigers and the Cowboys. I am very disappointed. Now, the Cowboys started the game so bad. It was like they were still in Townsville. They were stuck on a plane and they couldn't get out. It was absolutely fucking terrible. I thought a lot of players were shit. I know we got players injured. I know Holmes is out, Morgan's out, Asiata's out, McLean's out. But there's no fucking excuse to concede 34 points in the first half. That was just absolutely disgusting. Now, the second half was really good. We scored 20 points, only conceded probably, I think it was a penalty goal. So we won the second half, but that first half was one of the worst first halves of football that I think the Cowboys have done this year. And now that the Tigers have won, I've got to shave the fucking beard. So I'm a little bit pissed off that I have to get rid of the beard. I'm going to miss the beard. Rest in peace to my beard. Obviously, a sad night for me. I'll probably shave this beard tonight or something. And then tomorrow's stream, you'll see that. Well, tomorrow afternoon, I'm streaming Canberra vs Manly. So you'll probably see me with a different look tomorrow, which is disappointing. But back to the game. The Tigers, they were good. Trust me, Tigers were good. I thought Nofaluma was good. Josh Alloway was solid. Adam Dewey again. Harry Grant in the middle. Eisenhuth. I thought the Tigers were really good. Josh Reynolds wasn't too bad either. I was just so frustrated with the Cowboys. I can't even name a Cowboys player that was great. Hamiso was pretty good. Drinkwater tried hard, but I mean, when the Cowboys get all their players back fit, I think Drinkwater should go to fullback. Put Morgan at 6, put Clifford at 7. I mean, I think Morgan's going to come back more of a game manager player anyway, but Drinkwater's so predictable. And Jake Clifford, for mine, not getting enough ball at the moment. The Cowboys, for mine, that was the most disappointing fucking game I've ever seen in my life, especially in the first half. Hashtag sack Paul Green. He is the shittest coach going. Paul Green is a fucking disgrace. He is disrespecting the Cowboys at the moment. I know he went off his head at halftime, gave him a spray. Obviously worked a little bit, but the Cowboys, for mine, were absolutely garbage. And I don't care if there's injuries. I expect changes for next weekend. We got the Knights next Saturday afternoon, so I'm really worried about that game. But Cowboys need changes, and they need to figure out what the best 1-17 is. But let me just say that the Cowboys, some of their players tonight, defensively, were just not good enough. But, yeah, not good enough. I'll give the Cowboys' performance a 3 out of 10. I'll give the Tigers' performance a 8 out of 10. Maybe, actually, no. Give them a 7. Now, my best players on field for the Tigers. I found this hard to pick. So, number 3, I'm going to go Josh Alloway for number 3. Number 2, I'm going to go Adam Dewey. And number 1, my man of the match. I really rated David Nofoaluma tonight. David Nofoaluma gets my man of the match. I thought Nofoaluma was absolutely outstanding. Now let's move on to the game that we just seen. The Roosters beat the Eels, 24 points to 10. Parramatta were good for 65 minutes, which I think is a great effort against a club like the Roosters. But the critical thing I have is Parramatta, in my opinion, they fucked this game up. They let it slip. They really stuffed it up. When Sivo scored that try at the 59th minute, there was 20 minutes to go. James Tedesco went off with a head knock, and Parramatta they had all the momentum. And then 2 minutes later, they make a mistake. Kiri gets it. Cordner scores. Roosters end up going on with the job. For Parramatta to let that game stuff up, take the lead, and then stuff it up, and then the best player in the world, and James Tedesco, goes off the field injured. That, for me, is a little bit of a concern. I know Parramatta were brave. They were outstanding. But when you take the lead at 10, or was it 10-8 or something? Parramatta take the lead at 10-8 or something, and then the best player in the world goes off with a head knock for 20 minutes, and the Roosters somehow get better. That is a concern for Parramatta, in my opinion. They need to learn. Now, I know it's Parramatta's first loss. They'll learn from it. Absolutely, no doubt about it. They've got to learn to stop momentum, especially against these big sides. They might be able to stop momentum against sides like Penrith and sides like who they played. Who else they played? Parramatta. Sides like Manly and stuff like that. They stop momentum, but against teams like the Roosters, when you take the lead, then you get the ball back off the kickoff, you better complete that next fucking set. That's what Brad Arthur will be filthy with. When they were in front, Parramatta, Brad Arthur would have been saying, I don't give a flying fuck. I want the next set completed. That's what Brad Arthur would have been saying to the Toolmore. Complete the next set, kick to the corner, and defend the game, defend the lead. But no, they drop it. Roosters score off it, which is typical, and the Roosters go on and win the game. So Parramatta, Brad Arthur would be fuming. He'd be fuming with the late tries that they conceded as well. I think good effort for Parramatta, but rugby league goes for 80 minutes, not 65 minutes. So I think Parramatta are going to work on that. For the Eels, I thought Ryan Madison was absolutely outstanding. Nathan Brown was great. Clint Gutherson had a huge game, in my opinion. I thought Guffey was really good. I reckon he played better than Tedesco tonight. And seriously, What are the run meters? Gufferson over 200 meters. Tedesco was like 160 something. But I thought Gufferson played better than Tedesco. It was a great game. I thought Mitchell Moses was a bit off tonight. Had a pretty quiet game. I don't think he was brilliant. Nowhere near his best, but I think he'll get better for the run. I thought CY Takiyaho was absolutely outstanding. Tupou was great. The Morris boys were solid. Yeah, Takiyaho, tonight, he was absolutely sensational. I'm just trying to get what minutes he got up here on my phone, but oh my God. CY Takiyaho is on another level. And let me tell you, that bloke is one hell of a player. Absolute, one of the best front rowers in the game, I believe, to Takiyaho. All right, here we go. Player stats. Let's have a look. Tedesco, Takiyaho, 200 meters. Outstanding performance. Now, I'm going to give my best 3 players on ground. Number 3, I'm going to give it to Clint Gufferson. I thought he was Parramatta's best player tonight. I know there's a case for Ryan Madison, Nathan Brown, but I thought Guffo was good. So number 3 goes to Clint Gufferson. Number 2, this is a really tough one as well. I'm going to give it to Jake Friend, number 2. Made 42 tackles, played really well. His kicking game from dummy half was really good. I thought Jake Friend was really good. I'll give Jake Friend number 2. And number 1, my man of the match, I'm going to give it to CY Takiyaho. I thought Takiyaho was absolutely exceptional for the Roosters tonight. People might be blown up about Jake Friend, but if you watch his game, defensively, he was outstanding. 42 tackles. His kicking game from dummy half was solid. I thought Jake Friend was really good tonight, and I don't know, people might disagree with that, but I thought Jake Friend was good. Yeah, it was a good game for 65 minutes, and then they just fell asleep in the end, the Parramatta side. But I give Parramatta's performance a 6 out of 10. If I had I feel like they blew it, I reckon. They had the game. They honestly had it. And then off the kickoff, they didn't complete the next set. They fucking had the game. And then the Roosters got it, and they just went on with the job like they do best. So I give the Eels a 6 out of 10. I give the Roosters a 7.5 out of 10. The Roosters were good. And I thought it was a good game of football. So, yeah, guys, that's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed Super Saturday. Just go over the results in case you're not sure. The Dragons beat the Titans 20 points to 8. The Tigers beat the Cowboys 36 points to 20. The Roosters beat the Eels 24 points to 10. Anyway, guys, make sure you guys go ahead and like this video. Make sure you guys go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Tomorrow, I will be live streaming the Manly Canberra game and the Sharks Bulldogs game. And I won't have a beard anymore. So, anyway, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Rest in peace to my beard.